Motivated sellers are very different than the leads I look at. Motivated sellers are individuals that are motivated to sell, but they're motivated to sell for the price they want. So those are individuals on Zillow, individuals on MLS for sale by owners. What I'm looking for and where I start my search is distressed property owners. So typically my go-to is pre-foreclosures. These are not individuals that have already went through foreclosures, because that means the house is most likely owned by the bank. We're going after people that have received a notification that a substitute trustee has been assigned, or an individual that has an auction date or a for sale date. So I tend to start my search on Propstream. So I hope you all can see that. And when I'm looking for a distressed property, I take a look at what I call macros and micros. So when you're filtering out your search, you want to start with macros. So those are large scale filters. So I'm going to look in an area that is highly populated, and a very popular area right now, which is the Wake County area, which is the Raleigh area of North Carolina. So let's look at that. So we'll pull up Wake County, and there it is right there. And then that's our first filter. Now let's go with our second filter. It's going to be owner occupied. The reason why we're going to do that is because we want owners to be in the property, because that makes them in a highly distressed situation, because they need somewhere to go if in fact they are foreclosed on. All right. So the next thing we're looking at is property characteristics. That is our micro level. So we're going to skip that. We're going to go also look at individual homes that are not listed in MLS, because once they're listed in MLS, they transition from being a distressed property owner to more of a motivated seller. So let's look for houses that are not on MLS. So let's go to under MLS status. And let's say on market, we're going to click no for that. All right. So then we go to the pre-foreclosure tab. We can choose what dates we want to pre-foreclose, but we're going to leave that open for now. Just so it allows us to have some additional options. But what you choose here is notice of default, less pendants. That lets us know that they've at least been notified that they're in foreclosure. Ownership info, we want to go after properties that are either owned by individual or owned by a trust. Okay, we don't want to go off the corporate right now, because those are going to be your LLCs and your corporations. They tend not to want to converse with individuals about selling a property that they have an investment in. And typically those individuals are considered investors. Then we'll go down to liens, specific type of lien. We're going to leave that open for right now. And we'll go to type of property characteristics. What we want to make sure is that we go after single family homes with this one. Okay. It just increases our likelihood. Again, we're doing all the things necessary to get a deal done in 30 days. So that's where I start. And then I'll see right here that my pre-foreclosures are already populated, but based off the filters I ran, I could just hit search and they're right here in this column. Okay. So I have all my pre-foreclosures pretty much nailed down. Now, if you want to do some of the micro levels, you can go and start sorting by property characteristics. We know that 3-bedroom, 2 baths tend to sell a lot quicker just in general nationwide. So I may want to correct for that. It depends on your budget. Just know the next step will probably allow you to be able to decide how you want to proceed as far as your budget. Just know the tighter your budget is, the tighter your filters should be. So you may want to start using some of those micros like 3-bedroom, 2 bath, a certain size house, houses that are in specific subdivision and things of that nature, or maybe even a zip code. So no, that's where we start identifying distressed factors and identifying distressed properties. We get it in our Propstream and we complete the search. And then we go next to our skip tracing. Okay, so number 2 is skip tracing. So once we get our skip tracing or our list identified, click this button where it says unique properties, and you can filter this list if you want, but just leave it like that. And once you click it, you can go to add the list and you could create a list. And we're just going to name it Mecklenburg County, or excuse me, Wake County pre-foreclosure. And save. So we're creating the list right now, and we're going to move that list over to get skip tracing. Now, if you're not familiar with skip tracing, it's the method of identifying a person by email address and phone numbers. All right. So those are the information we're trying to get about these individual property owners. These property owners may not want to be found. So we have to get that information. So then we go to skip trace, we go to select contacts. Now, look, if you go back, it shows you about how much it costs, about 12 cents a lead. So that's why I told you, you can start identifying how many or how fine-tuned you want your list to be. So that makes you decide how many micros and macros you want to use when filtering out your list, because it's going to cost you 12 cents to skip trace. Okay. And Propstream runs you about 99, 97 bucks. Okay. So we're going to select contacts, and we're going to pull that list that we just looked up. And then we hit add selected contacts, go to done, and go to next. Okay. Now this shows you it's 26 bucks to skip trace 250 leads. All right. So in my opinion, we need to be going after about 125 of these per week in order to get your first deal done in 30 days. 125 skip trace leads per week. So with 250 being about 250 leads being about 250, about $25, your total monthly payment for skip trace isn't all that bad. Okay, I think it's well within the it's relative to what we stand to make. I'll hit place order, and they'll do the skip tracing for me. All right. So once they complete the skip tracing list for us, the next step for me is to take my list from Propstream and put it in my CRM. Right. So that's the exterior. These are the ones we're sending out tomorrow. So these are going in the mail tomorrow. Address. We put the sale date. On Propstream, you can look at the sale date. If you look down, they'll show you the trustee. You can see the auction, the expected auction date. We also usually use the American flag postage. It's just something that's very neutral. And then we use a sticker as a mailer, something very corporate style, Times New Roman font, I think. And this is what we're going to start. We're going to drop probably 250 of these in the mail tomorrow. So notice how different this is. It's going to the same list though. It's going to the pre-foreclosure list. Okay. We haven't even sent these out yet. They're going out this week. Right. So notice how different this looks. Right. So, and this doesn't have our company name on it. It has my name on it. Okay. So I'm like the individual that's interested in buying their house, so to speak. So they open this up because it's a card and just a basic Hallmark plain card with this on the inside. The branding is very different. Okay. Then the card is handwritten. I'll read it really quick because it's handwritten. It's going to be short. Hello, your home came up on my foreclosure search. I've helped homeowners like you get fair value for their homes. Please don't risk losing your home to them for no money. To them for no money. Time is of the essence. Call me this week. Mike. Very different than the scary letter that we send out. Notice how we package this thing, right? It's like you're receiving something from somebody you know. And we did that for a reason. Notice how consistent and light the whole the whole brand of the situation is. Okay, very, I call it intimate, very intimate. So handwritten address as well. Okay, when we put the address on, it's going to be handwritten. So these are going out to that same list because we're going to do an A/B split test. 2 separate websites, 2 separate numbers, separate tags. We'll see. We're testing the messaging.